evening again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fail-tastic episode of Fail PG. As usual, I am the Mighty Mage. With us tonight, we have Ross the Boss as Striker. Go on, press the button. Press the button!
Fine.
Yay, he pushed the button.
We have Sir Goat as Noel. And we have some random kid playing Ronnie and somebody else. I don't know who he is.
Hi, I'm a moron. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I remember. Moron guy. Yeah.
He's the smartest kid in the short bus.
That might actually be true.
He's like, I know my timetables. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Mr. Fullwood. You can go sit down and eat your paste.
Why is it always paste with you? Gold, is there something you need to tell us?
Go sit down and eat your paste. I don't wanna. Go sit down and eat your paste.
Nobody tells Baby Run to sit in the corner.
But we will tell him.
Mm-hmm.
We will absolutely tell him.
To eat paste.
Eat paste. Yep.
Recap time?
Recap time.
Yeah, I suppose recap time. So, when last we met, let's see, Ronnie clobbered the heck out of the lead assassin and took the special magic map from him before he had a chance to get away. Stryker and Seregios ran into some old friends from the guild. And after a little bit of kerfuffling and some really uncomfortable flirting, managed to chase them off. Unfortunately, now Ronnie has come across both Seregios and Stryker in a three-way standoff in the alley. And poor Noel, who was so helpful with, like, saving Ronnie's ass from the other assassins on the ship, got himself lost in the marketplace.
Yeah, I'm all...
Probably going to get raped in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, by other assassons, you just mean Twitchy.
Right? Twitchy.
Because I just remember Twitchy being the only one on the boat at that point.
Yeah, Twitchy was the one who was like, yeah, I got to protect my boss. And
Yeah,
Noel...
Twitchy's always throwing gang signs all the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You leave Twitchy alone!
Leave Twitchy alone. That's my friend.
He's doing this all the time, whatever this means. He's like...
I hate you so much. And just so you guys know, I will be actually asking for community art on any of the characters that you guys have seen or heard of in the game at this point. Feel free. Especially Twitchy. We love Twitchy. I actually do want to see fan art of Twitchy. But none of Stryker. Fuck Stryker.
All Stryker. All the time.
Fuck Stryker.
24/7 Stryker heaven.
That's right.
So, gentlemen, are you ready for the madness to continue?
Yes, I was until you said what you said, and now... Did you do that to troll me? To break my brain? Because the only thing it's done is just make me more suspicious of what's about to happen in this game.
Do what the man said. Let's go.
We're actually going to open up with Mr. Noel, who is wandering around lost in the marketplace south of you guys.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh man, it's been weeks. What are we looking for again?
Looking for me.
Yeah, you were trying to. Yeah, remember you and Ronnie rushed off the boat, and Ronnie left you in the dust.
Oh yeah. Wait. We were rolling for like speed or something, and I was rolling low.
Well, not speed. Well, yes, speed because you were trying to keep up with me, but also to roll not to get lost. Unfortunately, you rolled high.
You got lost.
Okay.
Yeah, so you were trying to get back to Seregios and Stryker after resolving the combat on the boat.
Yeah.
But like he said, Ronnie left you in the dust. You got twisted and turned around in some of those alleyways and found yourself now in the middle of a very large plaza, which is filled to the brim with people milling all about. It seems to be some kind of a market district. You can see stalls and carts and things around the perimeter and some around the middle with what appear to be merchants hawking very limited, sparse-looking wares. There's a large fountain in the middle of this plaza, and you can make out a large group of what looks like children gathered around this fountain, looking for handouts.
Children's.
You are entering the plaza from the southwest. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna ask for directions.
All right. Roll a how do we want to do this? Roll me 100 side.
Okay.
Look, I'm still just surprised I'm still alive here.
Oh, come on. I got a 72.
So, Surge, I just thought you'd like to know.
I know
So,
where
ladies
he
and
is.
gentlemen, I just moved, and so I have misplaced my bag of dice, and I'm using an online dice roll generator tool.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, that thing usually rolls low a lot.
Well, you're going to like this one. I rolled on the 100 side a 69.
Nice! Wow.
First roll of the day. So, for
Also,
those who are
also
not
your
familiar with our
FOL.
house
SOL.
rules.
Sorry, your SOL.
What's the significance of the 69? Is it somebody's birthday? Is it like somebody's auntie's birthday or something?
No,
you
it's
don't want to ask that question.
no, it's just the perfect number. It's a yin yang.
Oh.
Among other things.
Well, it is the only position for two.
Well,
Until I get involved, then I can.
Is that a
find way to make
movie
it
called
69.
1969? Like, does it mean 69?
60.
Marvel for innocent sensitivities. I love it.
Sir, did you say 60-90? I feel like you just said 60-90.
No, that
600.
that's a go talking at the same time as me saying 69 is the only position for two.
But you said until I get involved. That's what I said. Did you say 60-90?
69, 69, actually.
Is that a synchronized swimming position? Like the swimmers go like this? Like you said, like a yin yang, right?
Sure.
69-6. That's what it is. 69-6.
Well, you sort of reach out and take hold of somebody on the shoulder as they're passing by to ask them directions, and it turns out to be a rather large, burly dude with a large sack of potatoes slung over his shoulder. And as he turns to see who's grabbed him by the shoulder, the sack of potatoes just right across your face.
Oh, sir, excuse me. I forgive you. He's like, forgive me for what? Just never mind.
What you want?
I would like to ask you directions.
I look like a freaking directions guy to you.
You look my.
And he's just like,
And I start casting.
the shoulder turns and walks away.
I'm like, oh, that's rude. Damn foreigners. Anyway. You need that American arrogance when you travel. Anyway, how about I ask somebody else? Can I
All right, give me another 100 side.
The gag of the day has already started quite early.
You foreigner. But you're not from here, foreigner.
I got a 66.
Oh, close, but
So
not
close.
the magic sweet spot.
I mean, technically.
You flip that 1-6 upside down and it's a party now.
Well, you can still do 66.
On Route 66, the code word, it's cold outside is a thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Shut up, don't bring that back. Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. God, I hate you right now.
We already derailed already.
All right, no,
Welcome to
keep going.
LBG, everybody.
Yes, welcome to
That's
Philly.
always how it goes. So you wander a little bit further into the crowd, and you see a somewhat less imposing, less grouchy looking person approaching, and you just sort of like flag them down. And this person, middle-aged man by the look of him, a little bit scrawny, a little bit shrunken, and he just sort of slows down and eyes you with big bug eyes, like, oh God, he's never seen anything so horrific looking in his life. What you want?
Can't hear you.
I heard him.
It's like, it's like, wait, what's wrong with you? It looks like you just seen.
Fine. What you want?
Are you on drugs?
You got any?
I'm afraid that I don't.
Then I don't have time for you. He turns and walks off.
These guys are rude.
Setting yourself up with the stuff you're saying. That's what that is.
You know what? You know what I do? I just do a Zorro, and I just like do a spinning Rooney, and wherever I point, I just start running.
Okay. How do we want to do this? Give me an 8 side.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that one in a minute.
One will be north, and we'll
I got
be
a 2.
moving clockwise. 2, so you're going to head northeast.
Northeast, alright.
All right. You start heading across the plaza and around the fountain. And as you're sort of passing around the fountain, you see about a dozen children of varying ages, all of them wearing kind of ratty clothes, some of them with no shoes, all of them are filthy looking, and they're just sort of like holding their hands out to people as they pass by looking for something. Roll 100 side.
Okay.
Now, if memory serves correctly, these should be the same group of kids that Ronnie ran into and gave some money to.
I'm rolling.
Did the
terrible.
one kid actually remember to split the money, or are they hogging it to themselves if they're still out there?
I'm rolling terrible. I got an 84.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm on
As you're walking by the fountain, one of the grimiest of the kids kind of walks up to you and stops in the middle of your path. Please, sir, I'm so hungry. Can't you spare a coin?
Oh, hello, Sonny. Did your father teach you that to get things you need to return the favor?
Me father's dead.
You sure it wasn't your fault? Just joking. Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. I could be your father for 10 minutes. What do you if you show me the way, where I'm trying to go, not only I give you some coppers, I'll give you I'll give you a nice meal.
Are you playing at becoming a priest in this all of a sudden?
Huh?
I feel like you're playing at becoming a priest.
No, whoa.
He wasn't talking about becoming that kind of daddy.
Oh no, this is goat we talking about here.
Whoa, I don't touch. Whoa, wow, that's not.
Father goat.
Even I don't joke that hard.
Who's your daddy? And the
Who's
kid's
that?
eyes get real wide at the prospect of a good meal, and he tilts his head to the side. Where are you trying to go?
Well, sorry, I'm out of character. Were we trying? Where are they running to?
We were in an alleyway somewhere not too far from the docks.
Yeah, you were in an alleyway to the north somewhere,
Okay.
heading on your way to the docks when Stryker and Sergio's got waylaid.
Okay. So they're somewhere, and I have no idea, right?
I mean, you were there.
I'll say, roll a 12 side for a memory check to see if you
Okay.
can remember any notable landmarks that might help.
Okay.
This will be on intelligence.
Okay.
Wait, can't he just look up and look at the big old mountain and say, I'm trying to go that way?
Okay, I got. Man, I'm rolling terrible. I got a 4.
A 4
And he's got plus.
plus 0.
Oh, okay. He's dead. Am I? Oh, right. Ronnie's the only person with plus.
Which is funny because she's the barbarian. You'd think it would be the opposite.
You know.
It's 0.
So all that you really remember is It
Mountain.
was a street a little bit bigger than a typical alleyway, but not as big as like a major road. And it was somewhere to the north between the docks and the mountain.
Hey, Sonny, can you take me somewhere that's near the docks, but near the mountain in between the two? Is that ringing a bell?
And he just sort of tilts his head and looks real confused at you.
I'm trying to find some people. Have you seen anybody running past here?
I might have. And he holds his little hand out.
And I give him I give him 5 coppers.
5 copper pieces. All right. And he takes the copper pieces and grins, stuffs them in his filthy tunic. Yeah, I saw someone running. Big old lady with red hair. She went that way. And he points to the northwest.
Oh, nice. Is all the other kids starving too?
Well, yeah, we ain't got nobody to care for us. Our parents are either dead or missing.
When you say missing, did like the missing, or they just didn't want you guys anymore? Oh, I'm playing. I'm just joking. Har. Oh, don't cry. Don't cry.
This is why I'll never have kids.
Is this why you and your wife never conceived? She got pregnant at one point. You just started talking to the fetus this badly, and then it just killed itself. Is that what happened? No, is that what happened?
It's like no, it's like how me and the wife aren't ready yet. Well, one day I'll have a kid. One day, one day I'll make a mistake and don't pull out. One day.
Well, this episode definitely is monetized even more now.
Oh man.
But
5 minutes in, we're already demonetized before we even got monetized. Get out, everybody!
Here's some money. I give him. Do I even have 30 coppers? I give him like 30 coppers. Like, go feed your friends, and then I go northwest.
Do you have your character sheet up?
Holy shit, I am broke. Because I have 0 gold, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have no coppers. I don't know.
It doesn't say silvers or coppers on there. You don't have any of those things.
Oh, holy crap! I gave him wooden money.
You gave him fake money.
I mean, the kid didn't notice it, so whatever.
Yep.
Absolutely terrible.
Don't worry, kid. I'll be back. I'll make sure your friends are fed. So I start running northwest.
What happened to the gold that what's his name gave us? Oh wait, no, he just gave it to me. Never mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, he just gave it to you. Noel was busy doing a solid snake outside the temple.
That was a genius plan. I just rolled bad. Yeah, I start heading northwest where the kid pointed. I tell him don't worry your hungry head. I'll come back, get you something. I'll just bum the money off a striker or somebody else and
give you none.
He's like, you gotta feed them kids, and then Jason's like, fuck them kids.
I mean, my girlfriend ain't got no kids right now.
Oh, good lord! Give me 100 side.
100 side, okay.
I'm critical success. That don't sound good.
Oh, I got a 29. That's much better.
Ooh, okay.
All right. After about 15 minutes of running around northwest, darting through different alleyways, looking up and down the street to see if anything looks familiar, you finally do notice a building facade that does look like you've seen it before. And as you're standing in the street looking up and down, you notice, yep, this street goes to the docks. And if you followed it to the north, it probably goes towards that bridge that you all took to get to the mountain. This might be the street that you came down on. now you got a choice. Do you go south towards the docks from where you are? Or do you go north towards the mountain from where you are?
I'll go north towards the mountains.
All right. We'll say 5-ish minutes pass going north on this street, and you spy a familiar group of faces standing around in the middle of the street. Seregios, Ronnie, Stryker. Y'all are kinda squaring off at each other. Ronnie's just stumbled in on you from the alleyway after passing the twins.
And if I remember correctly, she pulled out the map and at Stryker directly. "The fuck is this?" was her exact words. So, we're gonna just pick up from there. Hold on. I knew I should have made me a cup of tea.
I get to say my favorite line after this.
Yeah, my mouth has been so dry all day, so let's see how we hold up tonight.
So many naughty things I could say about that.
know, right?
You want to come over and lubricate me, big boy?
I mean, if you're offering.
Got hit again. All right. This is why we don't make money here.
Sure, it has nothing to do with the fact that we have no subscribers at the moment. Nothing to do with that.
Or a horrible budget, you know.
We don't talk about budget.
What's that?
It's this. So our budget, right, Mikey? So like, you see that wall in the back of you right now, with that wooden door, right? Say that wooden door would be your usual budget. Now remove that door, and all you see is a dark, deep hole, right? That's our budget.
There you go.
So
endless of budget.
more like non-existent, but whatever. So
Same difference.
Oh, our budget is a void stone.
Exactly.
Concentrated nothing.
Concentrated nothing.
Concentrated nothing.
So, the fuck is this? As she takes the map and holds it in her hand over her head, while holding her axe still in her other hand, with blood probably still dripping off of it from when she killed the assassin leader.
It's worth noting that at this point, the map itself has disappeared, and it's just the text that was originally on the scroll. Whatever enchantment makes the ink for the map portion appear in heat has faded away and is hidden now. So as far as Ronnie can tell, it's just a piece of parchment which is really big and mostly empty.
Does either Stryker or Seregios notice that?
I don't know. Does she have it unfolded, or is she just holding the thing rolled up?
As far as I remember, she had it rolled up still.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Oh. So then.
So.
I get to do this. Hey, look, it's my X, future X, then X again, friend.
And
I hate.
As he's saying that, Ronnie slowly starts pointing her axe at his head. Don't you start with me.
What'd I do?
Seregios will just slowly cop his head over as he stares at Stryker, who still hasn't gotten off the ground yet. Is this another one of your jolted lovers?
And I look at him while I'm looking up like, I will kill you.
And just in that same moment, for once, you and Ronnie are on the same wavelength, she points her axe at him and says, I'll kill you if you ever say anything like that again.
No, this is about the moment that you kind of stumble into the group.
Which side is he coming from? Ronnie's side or Stryker and Seregio's side?
Should be Ronnie's side.
Ronnie and Stryker are about on the level. And then Seregios is a little bit to the south, down the street.
Okay.
Because he was squaring off with Kadok.
Right.
And so, Noel, you're approaching from the south.
Mm-hmm.
You come up basically right alongside Seregios.
So,
oh, nice.
So, she sees him then. Okay. No! Question for you, buddy, because this one on the ground won't talk. And I don't know who your new friend is. But he hasn't said a word other than, Well, basically insulting me by calling me Stryker's girlfriend. So, the hell is this thing?
He's holding the map, right?
Yes.
Well, long story. We had this talking griffin dragon thing who was friendly.
Wait,
You know.
you met a spirit dragon.
Oh yeah, that's what you call him. Yeah.
Ronnie just slowly takes like a straightened stance. I didn't think there'd be any in this area.
Well, I guess they're ancient and they're spread all over the world. I'm sorry of my ignorance, but we talked to one. I tried to pet one, and he didn't like it. You know, I was just like, but yeah, apparently this leads to something
You
very,
did try to pet
very
it. I
important.
forgot about
You did try to pet it.
that.
If it was a Kieran, he'd try to pet it twice.
While he's talking, I'm getting up off the ground. So.
It was. Everybody was scared of it. It looked cute and friendly. I was like, yeah, let me pet it. And it was so nice. It just kindly asked me not to do that again. I was like, okay.
It's true. It didn't eat you.
By the way, why are you guys here with a group of assassins?
Long story. We got captured.
We can talk about that back on the ship.
Yeah. And we hey, what's the little girl assassin's name?
Yeah, he said something about Riku. What happened to her?
Yeah, she's still back in what city was that again?
Marat?
No.
You left her in Marat?
Well, we didn't know where she was. She was being kept somewhere, and we had to do the adventure instead of let her go.
Her.
The minute you say that, she just turns her head and looks at you, Stryker.
Don't blame me.
Is she okay?
I like, don't blame me.
Who was she with when she got captured?
I point to this guy right behind me, Reggio. I said, if he wasn't trying to kill me, she would not be captured right now. She'll be sitting in the hospital.
And Ronnie slowly just puts her hand up and then turns towards Sergio's and goes, "You tried to kill them." Correction. Him.
Me.
And to be fair, it was a contract. What happened? Not you.
Yeah, Sir SpaghettiOs.
And Sir Regios looks at Noel the minute he says that and goes, "You're really having fun with this, aren't you?"
You're like, your name.
I look at Noel and I go, uh-oh.
Your name is too posh for me. I gotta change it up. I don't feel like putting my pinky up every time I say the name.
And Sir Regios just puts his hand to his head and goes, "Posh? What do you mean posh? I'm named after a dragon."
Oh, that dragon sounds like his upper lip smells like. Like caviar.
Sergio just stares down at the ground and just continues to hold his head, and then turns back to Ronnie. "How did you stomach traveling with them?" And then just all he gets back is a death glare.
I was like, "What do you mean? She tried to kill us like multiple times."
And then I in the background, I was like, you had fun with us. Don't act like that.
Y'all are fixing to get killed. I just love it.
I know, right? And I see it happening soon.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Can I roll for Ronnie to see if the aura of death just starts to affect all three of them?
No, we're gonna play this all spontaneous. Like, if she's gonna snap, she's just gonna do it abruptly.
But I'm gonna go like, But for all seriousness, guys, we really need to go. Ronnie, you can come with us on that ship. We'll explain everything back at the ship.
I still have business here, so if you want to help me clear up that business faster, that's fine, but I'm not leaving until it's done. And we're not moving from this spot until I get an explanation.
Well, it looks kind of weird for all of us to just be standing in the middle.
Well, we gotta.
Just saying.
We have to go back. Either get the whatever the map is leading to.
I'd rather not say it out loud and get thing on street, people. Just saying, I'm trying to be smart here.
It is worth noting that you've attracted a couple of spectators in the time that you guys have been arguing, and the number is slowly growing.
That's what I'm trying to say here.
I'm going to do a contested roll for Sir Regios and Ronnie real quick.
Can't hear you.
I'm going to run a contested roll for Sir Regios and Ronnie real quick.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Why? I'm trying to be the smart one here.
Okay.
Mighty Mage, and go away from prying ears and telling everybody.
Sir Regios gets ready to tell everybody we can go to a bar. And before he gets the word bar out of his mouth, Ronnie is instantly in his face with the map tucked right in her back on her satchel, and her hand very gently placed. I'm sorry, friend. Did you not hear the part where I said, until I get an explanation?
I start walking away. Like, y'all can have fun with this. Like, and then I see the paper. I was like,
do me a favor,
snatch. Thank
Jason,
you. What?
Roll 12 side for me real quick.
He didn't say. Mighty Mage didn't say do a contested roll. So guess what? I'm not going to do.
I just need you to roll it for me.
Nope.
Because if I roll it, it's gonna be probably exactly what I want at this point. So I need you to roll it.
Hey. You're gonna walk away and try and take the map from Ronnie's hip pocket as you're doing it.
Yeah, I see it. I noticed it.
Okay. First, give me a dex roll. That'll be a 12 side.
Yep.
Let's see if you can snatch it from her.
Of course it falls off, but I caught it, and it became a 9.
A 9. And Ronnie, give me a perception check. That's a 12 side as well.
And that is a 10.
Okay. So, Stryker, you do manage to get hold of the map.
That's just plus 3, right?
And you start sliding it out of her pocket. Ronnie, although you are currently occupied choking Seregios, or threatening to choke Seregios, you do notice out of the corner of your eye Stryker disappearing from his position where he was a moment ago, and you feel the tug of something being removed from your hip pocket.
I immediately take my axe and put it to his throat.
Pause. You said Dex, right?
Yeah.
My plus 3 is 9, 10, 11, 12. What's yours, Christian? You said you had 10. What is the plus?
That was a perception. So, you got it. You pulled the thing out of her pocket. But she noticed.
I don't care. As long as I don't care, I'm gone. So, I'm already gone. I ran.
You're running. You're running now.
So
now I will have you guys do a contested dex check to see how fast you can get away from her. If you can evade her swing.
Let's go.
Noel, you doing anything while you're watching this? You can see him doing this right now.
Oh boy.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
If I add my plus 3, it's 13.
All right, you got that. I only got a 7.
All right. Ronnie, you whirl around intending to plant the axe in whomever Stryker most likely took the map, and your axe cleaves only air. Stryker is already 3 or 4 paces out of your reach.
Say, can we go now? I'm just gone.
Ronnie lets go of Sir Regios and goes, "We're not done," and immediately storms after Stryker.
Look, I'm just going to a bar that's close because I already knew what he was about to say. So it's fine. First bar I find. Not the first bar. Wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. A bar where nobody wants to kill me.
That's gonna be a hard thing since they put the Deadpool out on you.
I know. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going back to the ship. I'm not dying here.
Noel, what you doing in all this?
I'm just staring at this and like, wow, this is I'll let him settle it.
Well, since Noel is still there with Sir Reggio kind of straightens himself up a little bit and looks at Noel.
Mm-hmm.
Who is she exactly?
She's
Yes.
a woman with issues.
Daddy issues.
Who needs to get married? That's why she's angry all the time.
Is that what she's like?
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Sir Reggio just kind of looks at Noel, looks up at the sky for a little bit and thinks about it and goes, yeah, no, knowing you, that's just your usual remark. Let's just go before she kills Stryker, because I get a feeling she hates Stryker just about as much as everybody else in this town. If she kills him, I lose my bet in a Deadpool.
It's like, at least I win. Keep going.
I think she's not in her period right now, so I think it's safe. Let's talk to her.
Sergio just puts his hands to his head and continues to shake his head as he walks after them.
How far now? Is me and Ronnie a little further ahead now?
A little bit further ahead, yeah.
Cool. I stop instantly. Hold out this. I'm like, I will talk to you peacefully. I just didn't want to do it around Sir Reggio's.
He stopped.
Mm-hmm.
You came to a dead stop?
Not a fully dead stop, but I'm coming to a stop. Like I'm starting to slow down.
Okay, Ronnie's not slowing down, and she's going to just straight waylay him in the face.
With what?
She's waylay in the face, straight chest
with the axe.
With the axe.
But I'm facing the other direction.
But I'll be nice. It won't be the blade. It will be the pommel.
So my health is already low. So if you hit me, I might die.
Yeah,
so how about you don't hit
me? So you might get KO'd.
These dice are unlucky. I'm using my running luck.
Stryker, I seem to have an outdated note here. What's your health currently at?
Oh wait.
Say again?
Wait, I didn't get hit. No, I didn't. No, I'm still at 17 because
you are at 17.
Yeah, the blade didn't puncture me. I forgot about that. It didn't.
I remember you were grappled. I didn't remember damage, and I don't have anything here that suggests.
Yeah, so no, I'm still 17.
He took some damage, but he didn't get.
Yeah, it didn't affect me because it hurt, but it didn't drop my HP. That's what I.
All right, so Ronnie, you're doing a pommel swing to his face, huh?
Yep.
Give me a 20 side for attack.
That is a 17.
7.
Yeah, 17.
Oh, 17. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Roll me a d4 for damage.
You got lucky. It's only a 1. Plus
Stryker, as you're turning around to tell her you want to talk about this away from Seregios, all you see is a black blur as the pommel of her axe whirls around and catches you in the jaw. Not as hard as you expected it to be, but still enough to send you staggering into the nearest building.
Can I punch her in the dick?
I mean, you can.
I don't think
Trust me, she has one.
Are you serious? You want to do this?
No, I'm not gonna punch her in the dick. I'm just gonna oh, you.
Ever do anything like that again?
Shut up.
And I will behead you.
Can behead your mother. Listen to me.
Oh.
This is important.
He said mother? Oh.
Look, my mother's dead.
Okay? Ronnie's just going to straight clothesline him now.
You need to do that. Street Fighter 5 Alex.
Street Fighter 5 Alex.
That's 11 plus 16. That's another 17 again.
I dodged it because I can actually see it.
I'm sorry, 18. 18. I keep forgetting her modifier is 7, not 6. I'm looking at both character sheets right now.
I will say,
Wait. How are you going to close?
Hold on. Ronnie, when you gave me the previous roll, had you already added your modifier to that?
No.
Okay. So it was a straight 17.
Yes.
This one that you just rolled is a 17 or an
Dirty.
18
Yeah, dirty.
with the modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. Striker, I will give you the opportunity.
Hold on. How are you going to clothesline me if I'm laying up against something? You're just going to hit the wall.
I'll give you the opportunity to roll a dex save to see if you can get out of the way.
Okay, me or Striker?
Striker.
Okay.
That'd be a 12 on your dex.
That was a 4. 5, 6, 7. That's a 7.
Not quite enough.
laid up
Ronnie,
against
give
the
me
wall.
another 4 side for damage.
Technically, you're going to hit yourself too because I'm laying up against the wall, though. That's the stupid thing.
That's 3. So, Striker, you see her winding up for the next one, and you try to slide out of the way, but with your back to the wall as it is, you don't really have anywhere to go. And so she basically bunts you straight in the face with the handle.
Yep.
Eve, you're at 13 hit points.
Yep.
Noel and Seregios, at about this point, you've caught up to them, and you can see that Ronnie is in the process of kicking his butt.
And I see your dumbass. You could have had a talk.
And with that, Seregios kind of mulls it over. He's kind of enjoying watching this happen. Because it's Striker. But at the same time, he's still on the job. Kind of needs to make money.
I'm trying to be serious.
He looks at Noel. What are the odds that she actually kills him?
I don't know. She's kind of reckless, and she might be in her, that time of the month. So we better stop her.
And Sergio just looks down again and shakes his head and just walks on over and firmly places a hand on Ronnie's shoulder and goes, I know he's a very killable person, but I kind of need him alive. If you would please.
Now I'm going to punch her in the dick now that she's distracted.
Okay. For some reason, according to the dice that I just rolled, that was enough for Ronnie to actually consider what Sir Regios just said. Had it would have been higher, Ronnie was going to punch him dead in the face.
Punch her in the dick. Punch her in the dick. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, you're very lucky right now, Striker. Don't
Punch you
make
in
it
the dick.
worse.
Shut the hell up. You better shut up.
Oh, he really is. Oh, he really is trying to do this. Okay. Make your roll then, sir. Make your roll.
Are you actually going to try and punch her in the dick now?
Punch her in the dick. Hell yeah.
All right.
He said, hell yeah.
Give us a 20 side.
What's that? What's strand? That's 15.
Not enough. Well,
What's
what's
your
your attack modifier? What's your attack modifier?
+5.
Oh, then it should be enough then.
Yep.
All right. Are you doing this unarmed or are you pulling a weapon?
No, I'm just gonna straight up cock back straight to the area.
He's gonna straight up cunt punter.
Straight cunt puncher. What are you talking about? You think I'm not?
All right. You're punching her, so without a weapon, that's straight 1 damage, but your modifier is +3, so that's straight 4 damage. Which means, Ronnie, you're at 3 hit points.
Yep.
But
she's in pain if she got cunt.
You pause to hear Seregios, and as soon as you turn back to Striker, you get sucker punched.
Straight into the cunt. So
At
now
that
you
moment, even Sir Regios looks at Striker like, what the fuck are you doing?
I look at him like, you don't see my face?
Sir Regios removes his hand from Ronnie and takes 3 steps back and then looks at Noel and goes, I don't think I can save him now.
All right.
And I said, I bet you didn't feel that way since the last time your cherry got popped. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
shit. No, you about to die.
I didn't expect that we'd have a total party kill with all of you trying to kill each other. That was news to me.
Look, I try to be an adult and talk to the person, but nobody wanted to listen. She wanted to be a freaking Roy
Violent?
On her period type of person. So the only way I can get her to listen is take
I don't
stuff
know.
from her. But then she want to beat me up. So guess what? Yeah, I'm gonna punch you.
You know that if she rolls well enough, she can one-shot you.
Hey, let her do it. And then this whole mission is just be a flop, and then everybody don't get paid, and everybody else get killed because you failed the mission.
Well, at that point, it's the end of the game.
This seems like
The game ends with Ronnie murdering everyone and walking away. Sure.
And then what you don't realize is that I dropped through a wormhole and I'm in the future.
Oh, is this how you get isekai?
Duh.
Well, Ronnie, it's your go, having been sucker punched down below.
Okay.
Stagger back a little bit. Seregius releases you.
So, according to this roll that I just did, when Ronnie decided to wind up, Seregios decided at the last second to grab Ronnie's axe.
Oh, good lord.
Seregios just saved your life. Ronnie rolled an 18. Pure 18. With the modifier, you would have basically just got killed.
Well, that depends on your damage, but yes.
Seregios rolled a 19.
So as Seregius is grabbing Ronnie's axe to stop her from cleaving into Stryker again, you hear some commotion up to the north, up the street. Oh, hey, there he is! There he is! I see him! Come on, boys!
It's like,
and like all of you turn as one to look up the street, and there's a gang of like 7 mercenaries decked out in like full heavy armor and weapons bristling, and one of them in the front with a really long halberd is pointing straight at Stryker. Get them all!
Look, while everybody turn around, I'm like, peace! And I start bolting. Towards the docks again. He's like, yeah, I'm gone.
So Stryker's running. These 6 or 7 guys are all running down the rest of you. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Well, Seregios realized what this is. So he's not even going to flinch. He's just going to take 2 steps to the side, just not to be in the way.
You're just letting him go by.
You want the Deadpool to have? Okay.
Now I'm like, wait. You're not gonna. We're not gonna help him.
Seregios looks over at Noel. 1, I just tried to calm this situation down, and he continued to make it worse. 2, he'll be fine. And 3, we have the map. And then Seregios realizes that Stryker has the map and goes, fuck!
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. Motivation. Let's go help.
Seregius has a terrible time holding on to important documents.
I told you I was going to make this a joke.
Oh, good lord.
He literally didn't do nothing.
Seregios looks at Noel and just goes, could you kindly just head towards the ship, and if Stryker gets there, hide him as best you can?
Oh yeah, sure, I could do that.
I don't need his help. I know how to hide.
Obviously you're not if you're sitting there still yelling when people are chasing after you.
I mean, caca!
Noel's going to pull the old barrel out.
That's right. I look at a barrel and I'm like, I feel like Noel tried to get in that. Just keep running.
So, let me see now. Stryker's running. Knowles, are you heading for the ship?
Yeah, I'm heading for the ship.
You're heading for the ship. Seregius, what you doing?
Seregios takes a look at Ronnie. It's just simply, I really, really understand. But I am also a professional. So if you could please give me the professional courtesy of not killing him, I will make sure you are fairly compensated when we get back to Murad. Ronnie mulls this over for a minute. She's really contemplating cleaving him and then chasing down Stryker and then cleaving him and seeing what all this fuss about everybody else who's trying to kill him is about, to see if maybe there's some money involved in that. But she's thinking back to Riku again. And then
why is she being irrationally angry?
That's Ronnie's state of being.
First of all, Stryker stole something off her person.
No,
Which,
technically,
to be
first of
fair,
all,
she stole off of somebody else's person.
which was stolen
Still.
from me. So I stole my property back.
It's not your property. And 2, you don't insult Ronnie's family. Dead or not, you just don't. And it could have stopped after that one punch, but he egged her on. So.
I mean, the striker.
Stryker.
It is Stryker.
Striker's being striker.
Well,
So.
Plus, she's on a period.
Stryker, I'm going to need you to roll me 100 side to see if you can escape the 6 or 7 people chasing you.
Probably not, but we're gonna try.
And Seregios and Ronnie, I'm going to need you to roll 100 sides as well to see if any of the posse come after you as potential rivals. And actually, you know what? No, I'll have you do the same since you're with the group and you were running in the general direction Stryker was running. Everybody roll 100 sides. Noel. Earth to Noel.
What? How many?
100 side, please.
Oh, we need. Oh, I thought it was only Stryker.
I got 50.
Okay, so
Stryker got a 50.
we got a 48.
I got 40.
Regios.
46.
46.
46 for Seregios.
No, 46 for Noel. 48.
Oh,
Yeah.
46 for Noel.
Yeah.
40 for Seregios.
48.
48.
Yes. And a dead on 60 for Ronnie.
All right. Noel, you were lucky enough that none of the marauders come after you. The same goes for Seregios.
Okay.
Stryker, you don't manage to evade them, but neither do they gain on you. So you're just tearing through the alleyways, trying to get away from now. Ronnie, one of the 7 peels off and comes after you. I'm going to need you to roll initiative for me.
I'm gonna roll that twice because Sir Regios is still there. And he's always a chance.
All right.
Alright, so that is a 11 and a 7. 11 for Ronnie, 7 for Regios.
All right. Okay. You have a coin? Somebody flip me a coin. Heads, Ronnie goes first.
All right, I will.
Flips and oh god, it went all the way through the table. Hold on. I've never flipped that bad before.
Heads.
All right, Goat's got it. Heads, Ronnie goes first.
Alright.
So Ronnie and the mercenary both rolled 11. So I needed a tiebreaker. Ronnie, this guy who's bearing down on you has a spear and buckler shield. And he's basically full-on charging at you.
Ronnie, like, is he like doing like the full charge while screaming as well?
Sure, we'll say that he's screaming as he does it.
Ronnie just looks over at the guy as she's still like a couple like feet away from the wall, and she literally just takes a step back and then shoves him into the wall completely.
As he's... Okay. Give me a 12 side for Dex to see if you can grapple him as his spear comes in and throw him into the wall.
That is 8 plus 2, so that's 8.
A 10. Yep. And you grab the front end of his spear in a sidestep and swing him around, and his goes to as he slams into the building. The guy kind of staggers back a minute, clutching his nose. The hell? How did you do that?
And she just looks at him. You were overly obvious. Why are you trying to attack me? What did I do to you?
I thought you on after the bounty on Stryker?
She turns slowly and looks at Sir Regios. A bounty, you say? As She starts to form a very evil, wicked smile.
Yeah, it's like up to 1,000 gold or something. I probably shouldn't have told you that.
Ronnie walks over to the man, puts a hand on his shoulder. So, all of you blokes are after the bounty on his head, are you all working together, or are you all working against each other?
Well, no, it's a Deadpool. Whoever gets him gets the bounty.
Oh.
Every man for himself, you know?
Well, there's always more money in it when everyone works together. 1,000 gold, you say? How many of there is you? I counted at least like 5-10 of you.
Yeah, there were 6 others plus me, but, there's more in the city.
Well, if you were to work together with someone, 1,000 gold, that's a 500 gold split. That's not a bad job, right?
You want to split it with me?
And just before she says anything else, Sir Regios goes, no, but she does make a good point. Maybe you should try working with one of the others on this. And immediately Ronnie turns her head to Sir Regios.
Now you're gonna have to hold on a second, because now I need to see something. Give me a 12 side on charm.
For which one?
Ronnie.
Very well. Oh, that's a 6, not a 12. That is a horrible roll. That is a 3, and I'm pretty sure my charisma is only +2.
Give me another one for Seregios.
So I'm not even gonna say the words. I'm just gonna show the number. Just
I can't see it. It's a 1?
It's a 1.
So this guy's eyes kind of furtively go back and forth between the two of you, and then he fixes on you, Seregios, and says, "You know what? You're right." And he turns to face you and brings the spear up and now charges at you, going, "Ah!" Crap. I'm gonna need to roll something here for that.
Yeah, you are. And he needs to
Oh,
beat...
lucky for you, he rolled shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say he needs to beat 19.
Yeah, he maybe rolled a 4.
Sir
So-
Regios is just gonna do the same thing, sidestep, and just let him run into the next ball.
Striker,
Poor. Yes.
give me another 100 side to see if you're making any progress evading the remaining 6 guys coming after you. And Noel, why don't you give me 100 side to see if you manage to make it all the way to the docks unmolested?
33.
Striker's doing better with this group than he did with
I
the
got
Pirates.
I got 60 even.
60 even.
60 even.
Okay. So, Striker, you manage to put some distance between you and the posse. And as you're dodging around carts and people, you glance over your shoulder, and it looks like you may have lost 1 or 2 of your pursuers. There's only 3 or 4 of them now chasing after you instead of the 6 that were there before.
Okay. Either way.
Noel, one of the guys who was chasing Striker may have circled back around to come after you, buddy.
No, keep going. Sorry.
I'm gonna need you to roll an initiative, sir.
Oh, you want? What do you want me to roll?
That's a 20 side.
20 side. Okay. That's 6. Man, I'm around terrible today.
That's still better than this guy did.
That is the one thing I like about that app. The rolls on there for some reason stay super low. So as a GM, if you're using it, it at least gives everybody a chance. But if you're using it like how players would usually have to use it.
Yeah.
It is a shit show.
All right. Well, this guy, he's coming at you, and it looks like he's carrying a meat cleaver.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even look like a proper sword. It looks like a legitimate meat cleaver that he pulled out of a butcher shop. And the guy's armor is also kind of this like patchwork of leather stuff, different hides that don't match, stitched together kind of roughly.
Oh.
You kind of have to wonder if he's been in the business for very long or what. But he charges after you with this meat cleaver raised high, going, ah! And you actually have the first move, sir.
Oh, how close is he to me?
He's about 10 feet away, closing pretty fast.
Okay. I slow down a bit, and if he gets really close when he's just about to swing, I duck, and he trips over me. Then I jump on him.
All right. Give me a 12 side for Dex.
All right. What did I get? Did I get something good? I got a critical failure. I got a 1.
Yeah.
Well, I'm rolling like shit today. Like
The guy runs at you, with the meat cleaver raised, and right as he starts to swing, you duck. But instead of tripping over you, he just like slams into you. Your duck was only like a couple of inches. So the blade goes over your head, and then he just plows into you, and the two of you go tumbling into the street.
That guy could roll much better. Then that's what that
Yeah,
sounds like.
Woo, wee. Good thing that's all that happened.
It sounds like
What do
something
you-
out of a Jackie Chan movie.
It does, doesn't it? Let's see. Oh goodness, now I've got to do something here. I'll call it that. Okay. And yeah, he's gonna, on the ground, try to cleave at you with his cleaver again. But you're both prone at this point, and a tangle of limbs, and although he flails furiously, he can't land a blow on you.
Okay, well, alright, I'm just like kind of holding the wrist with the cleaver, like close so he can't,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just like kick him in his face.
Okay, all right. We'll call that an unarmed attack, so give me a 20 side.
Well, I mean, I can't get my weapons out because I'm like in a weird position.
Yeah. I got you.
Oh, I'm rolling much better. I got a 9 that time.
Okay, 9. Well, yeah, that's good enough for that.
Jeez, I'm rolling crap.
So
Because you did all that rolling before we started.
that's just straight 2 points of damage to him since you're not carrying any or using any weapons. So you secure his cleaver arm and then give him a kick, and it ends up being like sort of, I don't know, somewhere between the gut and the groin. It's kind of low. There's not a lot of power behind it, but you can hear a satisfying oof as you connect.
And I take out one of my elven scimitar.
Okay, pulling out the scimitar. Right, well, he's gonna try to cleave you again, but since you've got hold of his wrist, I'm gonna need you to make a contested strength check for me, so that's 12 side.
Okay. Oh lord. I got a 20. My luck comes back.
Crit.
A 12 side? You got 20 on a 12 side?
Oh, it's a 12. My bad. Sorry, rolled the wrong dice.
Oh, you wasted your good lucky roll.
Oh
there,
no,
man.
I rolled. Oh no, I'm gonna roll back now. I'm laughing. What in the world? I got a 1. I can't.
You really did waste your critical success then. Well, here's the good thing. That's 2 1s out of the way. I rolled 1 and now you've rolled 1. Can't possibly get any more after this, right?
This is like playing Neo. It's like, whoops.
Yeah, hard mode. Hard mode.
Yeah, the whole game. There's no easy mode. That game.
Exactly.
That game is just one difficulty hard.
So the guy manages to like wrench his arm free of your grip and then tries to cleave at you again. But fortunately for you, because you're both still on the ground and still a tangle, he doesn't have a good angle. And the one blow he does manage to land on you just slides off of your armor plate.
Okay, great.
Because you got that scale armor on.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I pulled up my scimitar, so yeah. All right. Now we're in neutral.
Yeah, you're both armed now, both prone on the ground.
Oh, well, I guess I get up since we're
All right, you're gonna get up.
I point
Now
my
you're
sword at
standing
him.
over him.
So I point my sword to him. Like, what are you? Why are you chasing me?
And the guy just kind of goes, "Ain't you a striker?"
Yeah. Why are you chasing him? And why are you chasing me?
Well, for the Deadpool, of course.
And why should I care?
Maybe you should roll to make sure you actually remember the Deadpool because you were with Seregios when that was explained. You were in the bar.
Oh yeah, and I was like, wait, wasn't that what that other guy said? Like it was like everyone for themselves. You're trying to get a bounty or something, or
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you get the bounty from me.
I'm not part of Deadpool. Stryker's my I use this word loosely, friend.
And you see the guy just, friend.
Yeah.
I didn't know Striker had any friends.
Yeah, I think that too. But he's all. I mean, people just don't give him a chance. He's all right. He's just Stryker's just being Stryker.
He made out with my sister.
What was she attractive?
No.
Pussy's pussy, right?
I wasn't ready. I was going to say something ignorant, but I wasn't ready for that level of ignorance. Although he is 100% accurate, though. Pussy's pussy. College rules. That's what we're playing life by right now. College rules, right?
Yeah. Well, while I'm pointing to him, so I was like, "Well, you go away, and I won't kill you." That's what I tell him.
Give me a 12 side for intimidation. That'll be on your charisma stat.
Okay, I got a 9.
What's his charisma anyway? Does he have a plus on his
Plus
charisma?
2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'll
11.
do it.
Do we all have a plus 2 on our charisma?
Huh?
I got a +1.
How do you make out with half the rolls that you make then? If all you got is a +1?
He rolls higher than the rest of you.
Oh yeah, that is true.
So remember that.
Good talker.
He
Never
does
said
suck all the
anything
luck.
else.
That is what he does.
This guy on the ground kind of goes, "Yeah, all right."
I would leave the cleaver, and I tell him leave the cleaver.
Old Bessie? And he like strokes the cleaver as if it was his best friend. Not old Bessie.
And I do a slight slap. I slap him with the flat end of the scimitar in his face.
Oh! Damn you. Fine then. Take it.
If I see you again, I'm gonna whoop your ass and then tell your sister and laugh at it.
Don't you be talking about my sister like that. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. Gets up and runs away.
I put my sword away and I just start heading back to the docks.
You're just gonna leave the cleaver on the ground?
You know what? Yeah, let me take it. That's a really nice little backup weapon.
So now,
All right,
wait. Noel's carrying
your
what now?
Inventory.
Yeah, add old bets it. So what do you? It's the scimitar, your spear with your shield. What else are you carrying? You're carrying something else.
I'm carrying a dagger.
That's what.
A lagish spear. A elven scimitar. A cutlass.
The cutlass. I forgot about the cutlass.
A cutlass +2 though. That's pretty good. And yeah, that's it. That's all the that's all the weapons I have right now.
All right.
Jeez, he's carrying the most weapons out of everybody.
He is a soldier. It makes sense for him to come armed for bear.
Yeah, but walking around with a cutlass and a scimitar, one on each hip, while carrying a spear, a shield, and a dagger, and a hatchet. Where are you putting it all? You gotta be. Don't get in the water anymore. You don't get in the water anymore.
It's video game logic. It's like how they swim with heavy armor.
Hammer space pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, and he's got scale mail on. Yeah, don't get in the water anymore. Don't get in the water.
He definitely isn't in a position to swim with all this gear, but he also looks mean as hell. So, I think we're back to Seregios and Ronnie, and the other mercenary who's peeling himself off of a building for the second time, rubbing his now very bloodied nose, going, "Oh!"
So that should be on Sir Regios' roll now, since the last roll was the mercenaries and he missed.
Actually, it's Ronnie's now.
So
because Seregios just dodged out of the way and let him slam into the building. Like you had your opportunity to fight back. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're right. It would be his turn because all you did was step aside. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it is your turn.
So since he's getting up and rubbing his nose, which means his back is towards Sir Regios and all that good stuff, Sir Regios is just going to go straight for the shot in the head with the shovel.
All right. Give me 20 side.
He rolls a 16 with plus the 6.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that's
half the damage.
Remind me, Sir Regios is D6, right? Yes?
Give me a second here. Yes, it's a D6.
Okay, that's what I thought. That is a 5 plus 4 additional damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 9 damage.
Ow. You just walk up behind him as he's going, oh, my nose, and just pow, back of the head, and he just crumbles in a pile on the ground, out cold.
Sir Regios takes this opportunity to search said guy.
All right. Let's see what we got here. You find 2 silver pieces on him.
Okay.
And he does have his spear and a dagger.
So
dagger looks pretty old and rusty, but it seems serviceable.
So Sir Regios is going to take the dagger. He's going to take the spear and break it. And he's going to take the 2 silver.
All right. Striker.
Yes.
Give me another 100 side, buddy. Let's see if you manage to evade the last 4 guys chasing you.
I'll be right back, guys. Go to the bathroom.
Don't fall in.
Fall in.
Don't fall in.
You can never let me have it. Let him fall in.
Don't fall in. Have you not learned yet? If you tell them not to fall in, then they have a better chance of falling in.
So close to 69, 65.
God damn you!
So, you manage to evade 1 more, but there are 3 of them still on your tail, and they seem to be gaining. And by this point, you're pretty thoroughly lost. You've been focused mainly on ducking and dodging and going down random alleys to try to throw them off, and you've completely lost your bearings.
So, barrel. Let me stop.
You gonna go over and ask if Noel's in it?
No, you ain't here. I'm still running. I'm just gonna keep going until I lose him.
That's all you're gonna do? Just run? Just run?
Ain't nothing else I can do. I ain't fighting 3 people at once.
All right.
13 health. I thought this cunt punched somebody.
Which, by the way, didn't affect her the way you hoped. All it did was piss her off.
I took 3 hit points from your ass. I don't care.
in the dick. Why did he punch me in the dick?
Yeah, he didn't even get that. All he just got was an angry stare. And it would have been a one-hit kill shot. And Sergio's not stepped in.
Would have been one hit kill.
It would have been. Every time you fight Ronnie, you lose massive amounts of life. You need to stop.
Never.
You got a whiff punish, man. You got a whiff punish.
He doesn't know what that is.
Which I really don't understand is I can actually whoop her ass really good. I just allow her to think she can win.
You do a titty twister on her. That's
Yeah.
sexual assault and
That's how I win.
So Ross, for your awareness, if you do the math on it, Ronnie would only have to roll an 8 or better on her 12 side to be able to one-hit KO Stryker at his current hit points.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, still got good odds.
Sure.
All I gotta do is just activate the luck sucker. That sounds wrong coming out of my mouth. People always saying it like that.
Oh, we know that you like to suck, Jason. We know.
I suck all the luck out. Yeah.
It sucks so deep too.
Oh yeah. Ah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Ronnie and Seregios, now that you've dispatched the mercenary who was going after you guys, what you doing?
First, Ronnie is just gonna comment on what just happened with a simple, "Aw, I was actually getting to like that fella." Anybody who hates Stryker at this point is a much better person. And as Sergio's finishes snapping the guy's spear and tossing it over to the side, pocketing his rusted knife, he just simply looks up at Ronnie. "I understand your feelings. However, once again, I am asking you for professional courtesy. I do assume that you two are a sellsword." And she just kind of rolls her eyes. "Yes. And now I understand how you know Stryker." And then he gets up, dusts himself off, hoists his shovel over his shoulder, and begins walking towards the docks. And Ronnie will simply follow in tow while hoisting her axe over her shoulder.
It's an interesting pair.
They found each other. We did it. No.
Aww.
Oh, shut up.
They finally found love.
No, they just all have the common bond. Have you not figured it out yet?
Yes, they love.
Everybody who gets along so well, it's all because they hate Stryker.
They love to hate Stryker. See?
So that's anime like Power of Friendship, but it's the hate of Stryker. So it's like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Power of Stryker hatred.
I see. I create relationships here just by hating me.
Yes, long-lasting friendships that will last for eternity, all for the hate of Stryker.
Hey man, Mikey, that's a current arc, man. Like the essence of Stryker, man. He has some kind of like spirit in him that it makes everybody hate him, and then he gets extracted by the end of this, saga.
Is it an essence, or is it just Stryker himself?
Yeah, that's the question.
I tend to vote the latter, but who am I to judge?
That's the Netflix special question right there.
Special. Wait, are you sure it's a Netflix special, or is it a Hulu original, or is it an Amazon Prime show? Which one?
Hey, what?
Is it going to Disney? Is this going to be a Disney Plus original?
Disney Plus is mixed bag. Hulu originals are meh. Netflix specials are literally like it can be complete shit or really good, or like Amazon shit pretty good on average. On average, it's pretty good Amazon stuff. I give them that. Yeah. That's my opinion.
Well, since we're on that, Noel,
Yes.
you finally make your way over to the docks.
Mm-hmm.
And the ship's still there, but Stryker is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, I'm like, what's going on? Okay, I run back out to find him. I'm like, oh Lord. Oh no, you know what? You know what? That's not wise. It's like maybe he just didn't catch up. I wait there for like 20 minutes.
All right. You're gonna wait at the ship. Stryker,
Yep.
Another 100 side, buddy.
There we go.
God, I swear, you can't roll bad again.
I know, right?
You can't roll bad again because I know what's gonna happen to you if you do.
You'll escape Ronnie's clutches only to be killed by a random mercenary after the Deadpool. What he doesn't realize, ladies and gentlemen, is if he rolls a perfect 100, I'm going to have him trip, smash his face into a brick wall, and just expire right there.
He's literally gonna go the way of Zoro's homegirl in the manga. She doesn't die in a fight doing something honorable. She fell down the steps and broke her neck.
I know, dude. In the One Piece universe, that's so like huh? Like, no, I'm
I
serious.
actually love that though. It's so realistic. It's like, oh, she's the baddest fighter here in the dojo. This, and this. She kicks everybody's ass around town. Zoro, bad news. She's dead. What? No, she can't lose. She'd never lose to anyone. She didn't. She fell down the steps and broke her neck. What?
What? I know. It was so like in the One Piece universe, people are so durable and powerful. Even like the common person is. And then just somebody dying like that, it's just like, huh?
It's so heartwarming to the soul.
Yeah. No, Oda was like, I need to right away to kill her off. And then one of his assistant writers was like, what? Won't you just fall down some stairs? He's like, what? Yeah, you sure? He's like, yeah, but it's One Piece. Just do it. It'll be different.
I mean, the answer to that though is just that. Well, she is still a kid, so.
No, it's still,
and that's before they start rewriting the rules. Because remember that was before they rewrote the rules, and suddenly all the humans are super adorable.
Yeah, that's true. A little before.
What'd you get, Striker?
64.
64. You're chasing that 69, man. It's not working out for you.
They won't let me get it.
Now, wait. That 64 that you rolled, is there a dirty N in front of it?
Hey,
Did he roll a Mario 64 or a Superman 64?
Oh God,
Lord.
There's a huge difference in that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
You better not.
So as you're running down a particular twisting street, you round a corner, and there is a horse and wagon right in your path. The wagon is piled probably 8 feet high with cabbages, and there's this old guy walking next to the horse, kind of moving along, and you just see his eyes get as big as dinner plates as you start running towards him. I'm going to need you to make a dex saving throw to see if you can avoid his cabbage cart.
I see what you did there. Cabbages.
I mean, we've been telling you for months that you're cabbage.
No, I know why he did it. I know why he did it. Goddamn, please come on.
Come on, dex save.
That is altogether an 8.
Altogether an 8. You see this cabbage cart a split second before you run into it, and just hoping and praying that this works, you drop down and slide under the cart. Miraculously, the horse doesn't run over you, and you don't lose any fingers to the wheels as you slide underneath. And you continue running down the street, and a moment later you hear this colossal boom as the 3 guys who were chasing you slam into the cabbage cart. And as you keep running down the street, you hear, "My cabbages!"
I knew it, yes. You did it, everybody. If you know where that's from, you're awesome. If you don't, find out where it's from so you can be awesome.
So, you keep running on down the street for another couple of minutes, and then when you finally look behind your shoulder, it looks like you might have lost them.
I'll try to find like a high point, but nobody can see me where I can see everything, but at least nobody can probably see me so I can see where the hell I'm at because I know I'm lost.
All right, give us a 12 side for perception.
Yep, because I already know I'm lost. I got a 9.
All right. I mean, from street level, you can't really see any like hills or anything nearby that you could crest to look out over the city. But there are plenty of tall buildings in the area. You could try to scale one of those.
Yeah, I can use my tracking skills and see if I see any seagulls and see if I'm close to the docks.
If you wish.
I mean, technically, that's how you look for you. If you see any birds close to water, or
All right.
land in water, but that makes no sense.
Well, Give me another 12 for that. Give me another 12 for that.
I'm gonna say unless I look for a ladder leading to a roof or something.
Or you
There
just
aren't
do a
any
memory
obvious
check.
ladders.
Man, I already know I'm lost and I can't think right now. I know if I try to do a memory check, I'm gonna fail. Because I know it.
I mean, you can technically fail on any of these rolls that you're doing right now.
See, you had to jinx me. You know what? Shut your mouth. I got a 3.
A 3.
A 3.
You don't see any seagulls.
That means I see an owl, right? A 3.
A 1, a 2,
See an owl. See an owl with
three,
a lollipop in his mouth. I'm like,
3.
alright,
And that owl just does, the exorcist turns its head full 180 degrees around and looks at you.
I guess I'll just start. Yeah, let me do a memory check. See if I might know where I'm at. Maybe some landmark will stick out to me or something.
Alright, give me a 12 for intelligence.
I got an 11. You know what? I hate you, Serge. Screw you.
What do you mean? That's actually not bad, though.
I know, but you said it first time, and now I did it, and I got a good one. So shut up.
Well, that's what you get for not listening to me the first time around.
I'm in this predicament because I listened to you.
No, it's because you didn't listen to me. Actually.
Same
So-
difference.
You look around, and it takes you a couple of minutes, but you're pretty sure that the brothel down the street to your left is one that you frequented in your youth. Pretty good place. You might want to come back there later.
Yes.
But if that's the one you're remembering, then you're actually in the western quarter.
Huh.
And if you were to follow the road on your on your right, due south, you should end up pretty close to the docks where your ship is berthed. At least you'll find your way to the docks.
I'll start heading that way, but carefully. Because, you know, I'm gonna be smart this time.
Sure.
Are you
That's
though?
what you call it.
Are you?
I'm gonna hop in a barrel.
First we had Metal Gear No, now we have Metal Gear Striker.
Yeah, do
Which,
it.
which sadly, Metal Gear Striker actually does sound like a Metal Gear they'd actually do.
I know,
It
right?
does, yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna start heading towards the doctor, but carefully.
All right, Ronnie and Seregios. About this time, you also arrive at the docks, and you see Noel is there waiting in front of the ship. Noel, you are just about to set off to go and look for Stryker when you see Ronnie and Seregios come into view.
Oh, nice.
And as they approach, Sergios will speak up. No! I assume you got here unmolested.
Yeah, I'm not. No one molested me.
You do know that I meant that nobody attacked you and not that somebody tried to touch you in your nose, right?
I know. I'm just joking with you, man. Like,
And then, as Sergios walks past you to get on the ship, he puts his hands on your shoulder and goes, "It's okay. Only very few of us can be touched like that and live to talk about it." And continues to walk on.
he's like, don't put your daddy issues on me, sir. That's what.
And he just continues to laugh as he walks on the ship. And Ronnie walks up to Noel and just looks at him, looks up at Sergios, looks back at Noel, and goes, "Dear Lord, you're actually making somebody convert the way you think. My God." And then she just walks past him and goes towards the ship.
Yeah, I'm like, yep. So that's the power of persuasion, person. That's what.
And you just hear a loud groan as she continues to walk on the ship.
And about that moment, as Ronnie walks up the gangplank to board the ship, you hear, or actually, I want to say this. Give me a Stryker. Give me 100 side.
Underside coming right
Yeah.
up. Good sir. That is a 41.
Good enough.
course, I'm not getting chased now. I get something good. You know what? Screw this.
So you manage to get down to the docks. You're a fair ways to the west of the ship, but you can kind of make it out because there aren't that many ships berthed right now, and you can kind of make out the one that you came on, and a squat, kind of shiny figure standing out in front. And Noel, as you are about ready to head out, you notice a hooded figure emerge from the city some ways to the west of you and start walking towards you at a brisk pace.
I'm walking up suspiciously, or walking up like calmly, or walking up.
I don't know, Stryker, how you walking?
I'm walking like I just survived the apocalypse, and I'm just guy.
So walking like you got a hernia.
No, no, shut up.
You said like you just survived the apocalypse. Everybody who always does that walk always looks like they got a fucking hernia.
I mean, technically,
At me at the comic in the comment section if you think I'm wrong about this, but I'm sorry, I'm right.
That is kind of true because so I'm just walking all calm, like, oh god damn. And I feel a little pain, like, man, I can't believe I just ran that far. I'm stretching. I was like, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm taking too much time. Then I start walking really fast, like a little speed walking, like, sound the ship out. Just walking.
So you finally pull up to the gangway, and there's Noel waiting for you. You survived. Now what?
I walk up, like, what's up, Noel? Give me a second. Walk up to Ronnie. Sorry that I talked about your mother. And I look at Reggie else. I'm like, you hold on to this, please. Don't lose it like you usually do. Clink, and then I just go down underneath the boat. And I'm like, wake me when we get further out to sea. And I lay down.
Like, please don't die. Oh.
Like, if y'all try, and if anybody tries to stop me, I'm like, and I just turn around, look at him, like, and I turn back away, and then I walk down the steps. And that's it. And I'm just laying down.
All right.
Had an eventful day, man. I got cradled by a crazy woman. I got punched twice in the face. And then I ran for like 5 miles just to escape people. Probably more than 5 miles. I'm just saying 5 miles. That's how far we ran.
More than 5 miles, yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
And I disrespected someone's mother, and that's usually not Stryker's MO.
Oh, really? Did you really talk shit? Like, was it funny at least? Come on, Stryker, tell me the whole story.
I'm going down.
You were there. You watched him get punched in the face with a pummel.
But he didn't hear me when I probably said it, though. That's why I was like, yeah. Oh, that's why I'm going downstairs. And I go under the ship. Go downstairs.
All right, you're down to hold. What the rest of you doing?
Sergio kind of takes the map, looks at it, looks up at Ronnie, and goes, you know, usually I don't follow his lead, but for everything that you need to be filled in on, I'm going to. And he heads down into the hole as well.
All right.
And I'm just laying. I'm laying there. No.
Oh.
What you reading?
Oh, sorry. Something was wrong with my phone. Anyway, like, we went back. Wait, we're on a ship right now, right?
Yeah.
See, he was so busy trying to play Hearthstone while doing this
that
he completely zoned out and missed like a whole minute of everything that just happened.
No, it wasn't Hearthstone.
He didn't even hear the part about the sea serpent that just crawled on the board of ship.
What? Okay, I know that didn't happen because that would have been more suspenseful.
Yes, we're on the ship. know what? That'll be hilarious if that egg actually hatched.
But you ate
Oh,
the
yeah.
egg.
I
Sadly.
ate part of the egg.
Yep, you ate the egg. I don't think it's hatching no more.
But that's his brother. You killed my mother and you ate my brother.
Careful, you keep tempting him, he might make it happen.
Yeah. You don't want to give me ideas in this game.
No. Striker has now gone under deck, and so has Sir Regios.
Oh,
So you up there with
I'll stay up there.
Staying topside. All right.
So
I just sit down and just chill out.
Ronnie
Nothing
walks
special.
over to Noel, and she just simply looks down at him while he's sitting there and just goes, "Do you trust this guy with the shovel?"
Honestly, no. But it looks like we might need him. So
What did
let's
Stryker
not.
say
I feel that he feels this. Well, actually, they have a history, so they know each other. So, yeah. I don't know to what extent, but they know each other.
And Stryker doesn't like him?
It seems like it's complicated.
Peek my head out. 50-50.
In a relationship, and it's complicated.
Yo, there you go. That's what he comes in. That's pretty much what it is.
Hold on, wait, let me get online and change Sir Regios' whole Facebook account.
Wait, is he,
In relationship, it's complicated.
what is he, are you like? Is it kind of freaky thing? Is it like a cuckold thing? Like, is it
No,
like,
50-50. Lots of ass and titties and dicks involved.
did your wife say that like we need to see other people? Just it will make our relationship better. Did you fall for that?
She
or, like,
wants
what
to
is
bring her sister in.
Not the good
Is
looking.
that the lie she told you before she said to have an open relationship? I don't know. I guess
Yes.
okay.
Terrible. So Ronnie looks at Noel, thinks about it, and remembers that somebody still has to tell her what happened to Riku. And so she decides that she's going to go below as well.
We're having a party.
Oh, all right, fine. I guess let's go.
So you're coming down with me? Come on. Can I get some rest around here? I hear them coming down. First I see Sir Regios. And I look up like, what a day. I go back to laying down. Then I hear the door open again. Or the latch. And I hear, doom. I was like, that's Rodney. I know that footstep from anywhere. I look up and I was like, what's going on? What? Why are y'all coming down here? What? Can I please get some rest?
Well,
Or maybe
he's doing
like,
that. Sir Reggio's going to make a perception check to see how many people are in the boat.
I'm gonna see how many people are in the hold.
Yes.
All right, give me a perception check.
9.
9.
Yep.
In the dim glow of the single lantern that's currently hung below decks, you can only see yourself, Ronnie, Stryker. You guys are in the prow of the ship, front end.
yep.
Okay.
There must be more people down there because the entire crew of the ship was not topside when you were up there a moment ago, but you can't see them because there's just the one lantern, and it's pretty dark down there.
And I'm trying to remember. I know Twitchy was still alive,
Oh crap,
but
where's
I
Twitchy?
don't remember if the other guy was alive or not. Because apparently, when Ronnie got into it, she got into it with just the lead assassin by himself.
Didn't the other assassin run? Not because
Don't know where
she
he
seen what Ronnie did to her captain. I think the other guy ran. Twitchy was the only one that was still there because it's Twitchy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember now.
I will say that the other assassin was not present when Ronnie was putting the hurt on the lead. Just Twitchy. But neither of them is anywhere to be seen at the moment.
Okay. Well, not my
There was
problem.
still the one that Stryker stabbed through the throat, who miraculously didn't die.
Wow, he's still alive?
Yeah, that was the
At
other
least
one.
he was when you guys left the ship earlier today. You might recall, Stryker, he flipped you off as you left.
Yep.
Mhm.
So that means he's still on the ship then too,
So
unless he got off.
Reggie, let's take a moment to think about what it is they need to talk about. And he looks around and then thinks back to how many more assassins are left and how many people, in hand he can actually trust hearing the information. So he goes, we can't tell you everything right now. But as far as the story of your compatriots, the details of that are simple. I was given an assignment to kill Stryker. Stryker was saved by your little friend. She played to her strength of being young, and I have a soft spot for children. I had stupidly handed her my contract.
He was an idiot.
Stryker immediately ran for cover into the Assassin's Guild, taking his little compatriot with him. She was then held there when Stryker tried to leave. He himself was dressed up as a Murad guard at the time. I could not double back to do anything because I didn't have any proof of my being there. However, my contract kind of also became a double-edged sword for me. See, they found that on her. They then knew who Stryker was. They knew who she was. They then took her and interrogated her. I do not know what happened after that. I do not know what condition she was in. Stryker, when you made your deal with the Marquise, were you allowed to see her?
She was hanging from a wall after being interrogated. And if we don't come back, she will be killed. That's why I said I need to be alive.
Stryker,
Yeah, I can confirm this.
Stryker, as you look up at Ronnie's face, you can see that she has got a mixed emotion of anger and worry in her face.
Yeah, the same thing. That's the same look I had when I saw her.
And Noel, as she slowly turns to you, you see her trying to compose herself. And she asks, where were you when all this was happening?
Had it in a barrel.
Well, I was imprisoned, and basically running away from the guards for like about a day and a half.
How were you imprisoned?
Well,
His mouth.
yeah, we try to pull some things, some powder and stuff, and then we, just backfired, and we got, end up in a dungeon with none of my stuff, and then I made an escape and got caught again, and then it was me and Stryker, and basically we need to get back and get Riku back.
Ronnie kind of starts, you can see just visibly trying to calm herself down, but you can see that she's slightly getting angrier and angrier about a second at the situation.
Like, and I no, and I don't make any jokes. Like seriously, don't get angry. We'll just have to go back.
So technically, all this started with someone giving us a mission, which kind of got us all the way here with another mission. You remember that mission, Ronnie? Remember you didn't want to come with us.
Ronnie looks up at you and goes, I didn't know anything about this shit.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
did.
find out until after you've left for it. I don't even know the details of what your mission was. I just know that you guys
Honestly.
obviously cocked it up.
Honestly, I don't even remember our mission either. All I remember is we were supposed to bring a paper to get it looked at. Apparently, the people didn't like us because someone, not saying any names, tried to disguise themselves as a guard before I even disguised myself as a guard and actually went away with it. No, I did a good job. And yeah, now we're here. Hi.
Ronnie takes another moment, takes a deep breath, let's compose herself again. No, you notice that she's still having a hard time composing herself.
Man, and I said we're all broken up about this. We need to get it back though. We'll think of something when we get there.
She turns to Sir Regios and she goes, who's running your current job that you're on? Sir Regios just gives her a simple nod. She goes, okay. How much time do you have until you have to return? Takes a moment. First things first, I need to check in with the ship's captain to see when they will be resupplied, if they will be resupplied. The supplies haven't been coming here since the blockade. Which Ronnie looks at him, thinks about it. Yeah, I've noticed the impoverished children and other people struggling here. It's a very bad situation. I want to try to talk to Lady Atara, but while I'm lifting it, it's not good. But before I leave, I initially came here to do business for myself, but there's something else I feel like I need to do before I... My business can wait for another time. But there's a missing child out there, and I want to try to find her.
What's her name?
And she pulls out the missing person's paper. She shows it to you. She says, this child's name is Lynette.
Linnea? Is she related to you, or by any chance, or somebody you know, or like
No,
who's
but
she?
she's a 14-year-old child who went missing 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
And apparently there's been multiple reports of other people going missing. Not just children, but adults too. Women, men, different ages, different shapes and sizes. I figure if she's the most recent one, she'll be a little bit easier to find a trail on. If we can find her, we can find the others.
you think this is some kind of like slavery trafficking or something?
My gut says yes, but my brain says it could be something more than that, but I'm not sure.
Well, it's up to you. Like, what's the priority? I mean, I guess Rico would be okay, but we're only guessing.
Yeah, she could be dead right now. You don't know.
You saying that, you can see all the anger wash away over her face to like a moment of deep despair. And you just notice her seem like she can't really stand on her own anymore, but she's struggling to do something.
It's like, I hope not. The lead assassin was well, the head assassin, not lead assassin. The head assassin was like really adamant about us getting this done. Especially because he was hired by Mr. Flamboyant. That's what I was gonna call him. I can't think of his name. Think of a name for him. So Mr. Flamboyant.
And
But
as you say Mr. Flamboyant, Ronnie suddenly snaps out of it for a moment and goes, "Who?"
that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that later. So while I'm looking at the paper, can I do a perception check? Maybe I know something about these kids missing because it's probably been going on for a while. So doing my
So more of a
travels.
history or a knowledge check.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what?
Yeah,
Sir
you can give it a
Reggio's
try.
Sir Reggio's gonna do one too, actually.
You
That's
can give it a
12,
try.
12 side, right?
Yep. Look, Sir Reggio's rolled a 3. So
I got an 8.
you got a better roll than me.
Neither one of you recognizes the crudely drawn profile. And it was written by a guard, so obviously that doesn't tell you much of anything. There aren't really any details about the disappearance other than the person's name and the date. Stryker, I will say that you have had some dealings in the past with certain unsavory characters who had a particular interest in lost young girls. And that person just so happens to be here in the city and may just so happen to be a part of Tiamat's organization.
And like I said, everything you just said. And I look at Regios like, Regios, you remember that one job we did with that creepy guy? Look, you might not remember because, he only wanted to talk to me for some reason, which was kind of weird. But pretty sure you remember his face a little bit. Kind of scraggly, looked like a pedophile.
Am I allowed to roll to see if any of his description is jogging my memory? I'm sorry, there was no sound just now. What did you say?
Sorry about that. You can try.
Oh, okay. That was a slightly better roll. That one's a 9.
Okay. The name isn't coming to you, but you do recall a face.
Oh no, not that guy. He was like a high priest or something. Can't think of his name.
Yeah, he always talked about little boys for some reason. I don't know why. But then he started talking about little girls. It was even more worse than that. I was like,
I still remember the robes. They were adorned with gold trim. The symbol of Tiamat was brandished on the front as a small emblem and visualization of what they thought Tiamat looked like on the back of the robes. The name escapes me.
yeah, I can't remember his name. You know what? If he might still be in the same spot. And I look at Ronnie, I'm like, Ronnie, let's both of us rest for just like a few minutes to get our strength back, and I might know where we can have a lead. Blah 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 blah. I can talk. I might know where a lead might be.
I have a slightly better suggestion. Why don't we all take a rest this evening? Give me a couple minutes to talk with the boat captain. Once nightfall settles in, we'll go to my favorite bar for dinner tonight, and then I have a place that we can stay at.
I'm gonna need a disguise.
And he looks at you and immediately goes, my robot.
Dang it, just roll, man. Come on.
It's either that or you're about to be putting on shipper's clothes.
Can I still keep my weapons?
I think it better you don't.
And I'll take your robe then.
And with that, Sergios is going to head up topside to go talk to the captain.
And I'm gonna take a nap.
And Ronnie looks at Noel, and Noel, you notice that, like, Ronnie's facial expression looks quite somber, and she looks like she's gonna say something, but then doesn't, and then she kind of just slowly walks away, and then heads up topside.
And before she does it, I'm like, Ronnie, hold on.
No. Well, I said, my father was like, hey, wait, this is unlike you. Usually, you're very boastful and confident. This is what's wrong.
She doesn't say anything. She just continues to go on.
Come on, you don't want to share. Come on, I know.
I will just leave her alone. That's what I tell Noel. I said, just leave her alone.
All right, fine. I'll leave her alone. She'll tell us eventually.
I- just know, even though she's burly and really tough, she's still a woman and she still has feelings.
Well, I already know that, sir.
All right, then, so leave her alone.
This coming from the person who antagonizes her the most, though. That's weird.
Yeah, but
Hey, I care about
it's
her.
it's a playful, funny way though. Like,
I know it's playful, but when I can tell when she's being serious and really in her emotions, I'm not gonna mess with her. I ain't crazy.
um, so,
So-
Radios is approaching the ship captain at this point in time.
He's up by the stern of the ship, actually seated on a rickety-looking stool, playing some cards with a couple of the other
Oh
crewmen.
Lord, you said cards.
And
Yeah.
with that, Sergio starts to grin as you can see the game going.
Oh
So,
Lord.
He glances up at you as you approach. What's the word, eh?
well, it seems that things have become just a little bit more complicated. How soon before you're fully resupplied and ready to ship out?
Boy, that's gonna be a problem, mate. I'm having a real problem getting victuals and water.
I see. I'll see if I can take care of that. I know a friend here who owns a bar. He might be able to help.
All right, well, best of luck to you. We ain't going anywhere till we can get resupplied.
All right, very well. In the meantime, Captain, and he looks for an empty spot to sit down.
Yeah, all right, come on then, and pull us up a bench here, lads. And
Oh Lord.
somebody
Here
brings
we
you a
go.
bench to sit down. We're not,
Here we
we're
go.
not actually going to play out the card game, though. Striker, what are you doing?
I'm still laying down.
You
Since,
staying down there? All right. Noel, are you staying with him? You going someplace?
nah, I'm just gonna hang out with Striker and shoot shit. So.
All right. Where's Ronnie off to then?
Ronnie arrives topside, and she tries to find the most emptiest space that she can find on the ship, and just sits there.
Y'all are a bunch of isolationists.
Oh, except for no, he gonna leave me alone. I'm trying to take a nap. Goddamn.
Noel loves this conversation.
Well, Seregios, you've got the answer on the ship's readiness to get underway. You play a round or two of the card game, and about this time, the sun's beginning to set.
Sergios takes a look around the dock area to see what sort of activities going on outside of the ship.
Dock appears to be quiet and empty. I mean, there's no ships bringing goods in, so there's really no reason for anybody to be out there.
And then after that, he decides it's getting darker. Maybe wait for nightfall to set in just a little bit more, and that'll be the perfect time to stroll the streets. Hopefully, nobody will recognize Stryker since he'll be wearing Sir Regios's hood. So he's hoping for good things out of this. Of course, he also knows that it's Stryker, so his luck might be just a little bit mauled, but he's still gonna give it a good try.
All right. You gonna get him geared up while you're waiting for darkness to properly set?
For now, he's gonna take his short rest while he waits for it to prop in, just like everybody else is doing. So everybody can get their full life back, hopefully, before we do.
Well,
this.
that's a long rest. You're doing a short rest, so you guys have the ability to spend your hit point dice to get some amount of hit points back.
Which is what
Okay.
I'm planning to do with Sir Regios.
Yep.
All right. So, if you choose to do this, Noel would roll up to 2 d10s. Stryker would roll up to 2 d8s. Ronnie would be up to 2 d12s, and Seregios would be up to 3 d10s.
So 2d8.
So I'm gonna do Ronnie first. Ronnie. Let's see.
And you just straight up add whatever you roll to your hit points up to your total or your maximum. I mean,
So 17 plus 3. That's back to max for Ronnie.
So what, I rolled 2d10, so like the 100-side ones?
Yeah, the 10 side that you would roll with the 100 side. Yeah.
The,
So
but
the one that's 0 to 9.
Oh, okay. And roll that twice, right?
Yes.
yeah. And in this case, the 0 counts as 10, not 0.
Oh, okay.
And you said Sergio's was what again?
Seregios gets up to 3 d10s.
3 D10.
So I roll twice and I use the highest number, right?
Nope. In this case, because you're spending hit dice, you add the numbers together. You don't have to roll both dice. You can if you choose to. You only get one. How do I want to put this? However many number of hit dice you have, you only get that many per day. So, like, if you wanted to do a short rest and then go into battle and then short rest again, you'd have to decide, like, if you wanted to use both of them at once or use one and then another one later.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter at this point.
Okay, I'll use one.
Sergio's was only at 12 damage at that point, right?
Ooh, I got
Like
6
this
hit.
stuff, if I remember correctly.
I got 6, and that's exactly what I needed to get back to full. So I'm 15.
There you go.
So let's see.
It's back at 15.
Was it 12 or was it 13?
What?
Damage that had life that I had left for Sergio's.
You have 14 hit
14.
points left.
Oh, 14. Oh, that's actually
14.
more than I thought. So 14 plus 6.
And you said I do the 8, right?
Yeah, up to 2 d8s.
Okay. Right there. All right. Rolled the wrong one.
So that would make 20.
Oh, cool. I got 6. So
You know what,
technically,
I'll be fine.
I'm
with 20.
over.
I'm just 6 shy of full health. That's fine. I'll save my other 2 just in case.
You got up to 20.
Yeah.
All right. And then Ronnie, if she's doing it.
Ronnie got full health back on her 2 rolls. She rolled a 9 and
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back to full
a
health. I rolled a
she's been
6.
expended completely on her rolls.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, and I went over my health. So yeah, I'm at 19. Bonus. No, I'm just fine. I'm back to 17. Back to 17. So only used it once. Nice.
You spent both of your hit dice, Striker?
Oh, 1.
Only one. Okay.
Yep. I rolled the wrong dice the first time. That's why I was like, wait, let me double check to make sure I rolled the right one. Yeah, I got a 6, and only my HP is 17. So
All right. I think I've got all this stuff tracked now.
So Ronnie's at full. Sergio's is at 20. Striker's at full. And Noel, he made
Is
full
at full.
health. Okay. Cool.
So, now what?
So with that, Sergios is going to first. He's gonna walk over to Ronnie because he just, as he was getting ready to head to the hole, noticed that she's still just kind of sitting there, doing a 1,000-yard stare over the port side there. And he walks over. You seem very invested in this child. Why? And she slowly kind of looks over her shoulder at Sergios and goes, "What kind of upbringing did you have?" Sergios takes a moment, looks up, thinks about how to answer that question, and goes, "A different type of upbringing. You grow up in the streets and you have to learn how to survive on your own until you find someone who's kind enough to take you in only to watch that person die of old age. You tend to learn different types of life lessons. But I myself could say that it wasn't a terrible childhood. At least not in mine. And Ronnie looks at him and goes, well, alright then. But I guess that means you wouldn't be able to understand. And with that, she kind of turns back around and continues to look over the docks. And Sergio's not wanting to pry, just simply says, we'll be leaving soon. Please, just be ready to go. And she cuts him off and goes, I'll be ready. And Sergios then heads down into the bow of the ship to check on Striker.
Striker, no, you boys ready to go back out into the dangerous city?
Yes,
Yep.
I am.
I make sure I have all my, proper weapons that, sealable. And I look at Regios and was like, hand it here.
So Regios takes off his hood, hands it to Striker.
And I look at him and I was like, I really hope that this evening goes very well. I am physically and mentally tired. I don't think I can do this anymore for long. And then I put on the coat. And get ready to walk out. And because I'm just thinking about, like, I really hope Riku is not gone.
And before you walk by Noel, you feel like hand on your shoulder. Firmly planted, not in a threatening way, but you can tell, like, he's just trying to get you to stop for a moment.
Yes.
Why are you both so hung up on this child?
Ooh, Riku?
Yeah. So I look at him and I'm like, all this is my fault.
Yeah, it's our fault, and she's like kind of like a niece to us in a weird way. So yeah, it's like
I look at him and it's like, no, this is my fault. I made enemies. Just like you, so Regios. I know I tell everybody this story. I was raised by wolves or whatever. Your light is out, goat. I don't think you hear me. But yeah,
Lights
so-
out again.
oh dang it.
He's zoned out.
What is that thing on a timer or something?
No,
so yeah, so I was like, so
there you go. There you go.
I know I said I've been raised by wolves, but just like you, raised on the streets, struggled, and the family that took me in had a kid younger than me, a little girl, and I treated her like my sister. Something tragic happened, and it still feel like it's my fault, even though they say it wasn't my fault. I still say it was my fault. I still say it's my fault. And I feel like I let Riku down the same way I let her down. So I just want to be able to save her. I know it ain't gonna make up for my past and everything I've done wrong, and people I crossed, people I hurt. But if I can just do this one good thing, I don't care if I die after that. And then I start walking.
That's deep, man. Where'd all these feels come from all of a sudden?
Right?
It's Ronnie's fault, goddammit. She didn't come back here.
Oh, it's just like a little Ronnie's like a niece to me, man.
Little Ronnie is like a niece to me.
No, little. Sorry, Riku. Sorry.
Oh, you said it right. Ronnie's like a niece to me.
Better than a lover. You might take that better than a lover.
Take that better than a lover.
Oh, I mean, I'm not into the brick houses. You know what I mean?
God damn it.
And with that, Sir Regios looks at you, Noel. Do you think if we asked her to, she would actually cooperate with us? This Ron.
Uh, she's kind of up in the air. It depends. The combination of money, self-interest, and whatever she's feeling. So it's up in the air.
Explain the last one.
What if she's like she feels like it that far, or you don't want to?
Yes, she seems sensible enough. Why would her feelings get in the way? Have they ever before?
I don't mean to sound sexist and all. It's just a female thing.
And with that, he automatically goes and looks at Stryker. What do you think?
If we help her, I feel like she'll help us. It's for Riku. And me and her, no matter how much we fight, Riku is precious to us. But, and there's always a but, she still probably might kill me. So, you know.
So not completely off the table. You
Well,
see
I mean,
Sir
if she-
Reggio start to
Well,
make a
she's
face
obviously-
like he's formulating some weird plan in his head.
And I look at him like, I just want to get this over with. Can we go, please?
Very well. Besides, we have another issue that I need to discuss with all of you topside. Come. And he starts making his way past
I'm
you,
alright.
Stryker, and upward.
I'm like, motherfucker! I was already reaching to go up. I was like, you know what? I don't have the energy for this right now. Just go up.
Yeah, just stop being emo and go upstairs.
And then I close the door while he's walking up the steps. You know what? I'm just gonna close up the door.
Yes, leave it to Noel to bring back the status quo. Good job.
He's like, thanks, Riker. He's like, what am I?
They say you're welcome, null and void.
Oh, void. What's a void?
And I think that is where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Oh, come on. I was going to come back with a witty one. I said, that's the thing in between your brain.
Oh.
Too late now. Gotta remember for next time.
Oh, I ain't going to remember that.
Well, that is it for us for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, if you enjoy this kind of crazy content that we create, please leave a like below. If you have suggestions for things that we could do differently or better, leave a comment. If you want to see more of this stuff, click subscribe. And as always, we are FailPG. Failure is what we do. And we will see you on the next one.
Hold on. Before we close out, I'm just going to say this. Man, that's the deepest we ever got in this whole
Yeah, I was kind of wondering like where the heck that came from.
You know, I didn't expect them to follow suit. I just thought it was just going to be a Ronnie thing.
Man,
Ronnie's like, I'm preggers. Like, what happened? Who did you fuck?
come on, man. I'm trying to be serious real quick. If she is pregnant, so good Lord, whoever got her pregnant. But
Now I have to roll to see if that's where I go with this.
She's like, I have to find him. Like, your baby daddy's like, yeah. Okay.
No, I think she would have missed her like 3 times already. She's already almost died like 3 times during this whole thing.
We jump on a ship, and then the captain's name is Murray. Captain Murray.
I hate you so much for that.
Yeah. But for everybody that's been with us so far, if you understand why me and Ronnie are probably so emotional with Riku, go look at the other episodes. You'll find out why. We've been through so much with that little girl within probably like a month or more.
I actually have to go back and look at those now because, as I recall, Ronnie only met Riku in passing while she was pitching a fit with Atana. So I'm actually kind of surprised that
also
she has
the
any
scenario
care.
with her also stealing from Uncle Eric to
Oh yeah, that's
watching
right.
Deus basically beat the crap out of her in front of everybody in the middle of the street when
Yep.
she got caught.
That's when Ronnie became Big Sister.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like Ronnie was going to be the one to beat the crap out of her before Deus intervened and then beat the crap out of her. So, still kind of surprised at the
Big
tenderness she's showing here. But
Big Sister. Like, no, Big Sister
Right.
gets to hurt Big Sister. Not
I'm
Daddy.
the only one allowed to beat her up, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, she saw Daddy doing it, and she was like, "Oh Lord, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry." But you know what I went through with her, so yeah, that's why it's more emotional with
Yeah.
me. Almost shed a tear, but you know, I'm looking at this ugly mug on the screen, so it kind of just go, I can't do it.
Mhm.
But yeah, what the Mighty May says, do all that stuff. Until next
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Out.
I just wanted to see if Goat was going to say anything before I hit the button, but he won't say anything.
I just waved. I just, silence is golden.
Fail.